Jai Vishnupad Paramhansa Parivrajacharya Asatara Shata Sri Śrīmad, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Srila Prabhupada Ki Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Prem Shri Gaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shama Kund Radha Kund Giri Govardhan Ki Jai Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Shri Mayapur Navadvip Dham Ki Jai Shri Puri Dham Ki Jai Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Ki Jai Shri Gaur Nitai Ki Jai Shri Radha Govinda Ki Jai Gaur Premanande. Assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Worldwide Sankirtan movement. Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. All glories to Babaji. Namo Krishna Krishna Śrīmate Bhakti-vedanta Swami Svanati Namaste Saraswati Deva Gauravani Charani Nirvishesha Shriyavadi Krishna Charani. So, Radhesha. Get that recorded in hi-fi, will you? Okay. All right. Can still whip that out whenever we want, you know. The thing is, see, we didn't want to base this movement on sentiment. We deliberately withheld some of these opulences because we didn't want a bunch of like sentimental bhaktas who have no grounding in the philosophy. So for 3 years now we've been teaching philosophy, ontology. Get your dictionary out, clear the terms, right? Now we really have a core of some devotees who actually understand the philosophy. Hari Rama. So from that core, then we can begin to build, say, real Brahminical society. And once that's established, once we feel maybe that we have like a dozen really qualified brahmanas, you know, then we can start with the big kirtans and wild dancing. We're working up to that.
It gets bigger.
Oh yeah. Oh, it gets. Oh yeah. Imagine that same mood with 100 devotees. Bouncing off the walls. We'd have to get the footprints off the ceiling. So, yeah. See, there's this unlimited bliss there, but you have to be qualified. You have to be pure. Huh? You have to follow the regulative principles. You have to be willing to surrender, make a sacrifice. It doesn't come just cheaply. That's the whole point. So, to those who have paid their dues, who have done the studies, who have done the personal sadhana, who have made the sacrifice, who have, given of themselves and of their resources and of their time and energy. See, these things then, they qualify for these higher levels of bhakti. Just like recently we've been going through Nectar of Devotion like that. And so first wave is pretty much for everybody. Everybody who's a devotee needs to hear first wave because it tells how to become a nice devotee. And then in the second wave, the recipe of rasa is given. The 5 bhavas and how to combine them and what they're called and all the terminology is given. And this is all basic to the third and the fourth wave. The third and the fourth wave deal with the actual transcendental pastimes of the Lord and how these bhavas and rasas manifest. See? So this is actually, the warning is there at the end of the second wave, that this subject matter is not for public discussion. It's not to be put before anyone who is not qualified. Just like when Kṛṣṇa spoke Bhagavad-gītā, he spoke it in front of both the armies, the good guys and the bad guys, the surrendered souls and the rebellious souls. It's for everybody. But then Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam was not spoken in public. It was spoken first it was spoken at the disappearance of Maharaj Parikshit. And then the second time it was spoken by Sutta Goswami in the forest of Naimisharanya. Not in a public place, not in an open place, but in a very confidential place where only the rishis and sages and devotees and sadhakas were invited. And they knew to come there by the power of their austerity. See, it's not that somebody put up a notice, There was no internet. This is yes, yeah. Shaunaka was the leader of those sages, and Shaunaka Rishi, he was very influential, but he had extremely high standards. Just like some fellow contacted me today by chat. His name's Badri Narayan. And he contacted and he says, I want to learn Jyotish. So I said, well, the qualification for learning Jyotish